The second quarter seems like that's their...
Pat Floyd has been working at Whitney High School for 7 years and has spent most of his time in the counseling office.
2007 was my first year, and I was a counselor for 3 years, and then was moved into the Career Center for 3 more years, and then I've been back in the counseling office for the last 2 years.
Floyd's youngest son, William, chose to go to Rockland High School after going to Granite Oaks Middle School. Now Rockland's starting quarterback and Whitney's counselor live in a divided house.
We don't really take the rivalry too much into our house, especially because we've won a lot of them recently, so it hasn't been too big of a deal, but occasionally we'll get into a couple arguments about who's better.
Mr. Floyd has to decide whether or not to wear maroon for Whitney or blue for Rockland.
Challenge for me is obviously I love Whitney. I'm here. I wear maroon all the time. Just making sure that I'm wearing the right colors.
To add to the rivalry, Floyd's oldest son, PJ, played baseball at Whitney for 4 years.
They got the Whitney sticker on PJ's door and the Rockland sticker on William's door, and it wasn't like it was spoken much.
Pat Floyd sits behind the end zone during Rockland home games and remembers the moment when Will became QB1.
Everything's fine. I'm not nervous at all. And then all of a sudden, Max goes down with a broken leg, and I first didn't believe it that it was happening. And then all of a sudden, here comes Williams warming up. He's throwing the ball around, and here we are in the biggest rivalry of this is the biggest rivalry of Rockland.
We are proud of you, son.
Will has many fans at the game, including his dad, and one of his biggest supporters is the player he replaced.
Okay, this is a huge memory that I don't care what happens tomorrow or the next day or in future years, you'll always have this moment of driving down the field with your teammates in honor of Max, because Max was sitting there cheering him on with a broken leg and winning the game against your arch rival.
But I knew in my head that he was going to be able to do it. He was going to be able to score.
Reporting from WCTV 19 with photographer Eleanor Rednier, I'm Madison Neely.